My pick is the Series 5300 over the ProtectiveClean 4300. The main reason is that the ProtectiveClean is being phased out and discontinued with the Series 5300, its intended replacement. From a cleaning point of view, they are comparable and I couldn't say one is better than the other. From a technical and feature standpoint, there are a few noticeable differences. They are: the Series 5300 has Sonicare's next generation sonic technology. The ProtectiveClean has a 30-second pacer vs the 22nd of the Series 5300. The 5300 has longer battery life. The 5300 has a USB charging stand rather than the 2-pin setup of the ProtectiveClean. The supplied travel case is different. The ProtectiveClean 4300 is marginally quieter. The Series 5300 is a tiny bit lighter and shorter than the ProtectiveClean. The 5300 is made in the Netherlands and China compared to China only with the ProtectiveClean. Taking a look at each of these differences in more detail then. As the newer of the two brushes, the Series 5300 has Sonicare's next generation sonic brushing technology. What this means is that the motor has been configured so the bristles provide more consistent power and cleaning motion when they are under pressure in tight spaces of the mouth, such as between the cheek and the molar teeth. Having used both, I can't say I personally felt a difference, maybe a slight improvement with the Series 5300, but I don't know if this was psychological because I knew the difference was supposed to exist. Thus, I can't say there isn't an improvement, but I'm hard pushed to tell the difference. I'm sure Philips are correct in what they are saying, so there is potentially some benefit to be had with the Series 5300, but I wouldn't be too attached to this specific difference as a reason to buy the newer model. Both brushes have a built-in timer and will power off automatically at the end of a cleaning cycle, but the older ProtectiveClean is configured to the more usual and widely discussed 30-second quadrant pacing. The Series 5300 on the other hand has 20-second sextant pacing. It's a different approach that ultimately achieves the same end goal. Despite having used many different brushes, I am more naturally tuned to the 30-second pacing. A rechargeable lithium-ion battery is installed in both brushes. The ProtectiveClean has a claimed usage time of 14 days compared to the 21 of the Series 5300. In my use, both far exceeded the claimed time, with the ProtectiveClean lasting 35 days and the 5300 46 days. I can't fault either here. That's at least a month's battery life for both on a full charge. When it comes to charging, the provided stands achieve the same thing, taking up to 24 hours to recharge the battery, but the Series 5300 has a USB charging stand rather than the 2-pin configuration on the ProtectiveClean. This has pros and cons in each situation, but many would prefer the 2-pin setup than the USB. The USB configuration requires an adapter to connect it to a wall outlet. This can be purchased separately, or many of us may already own such. Incidentally, both handles will charge on either charging stand. A small noteworthy point here, although Philips don't actively promote it, is that the battery in the Series 5300 can be replaced by myself at home with only the most basic of tools. This is a plus for repairability that the ProtectiveClean does not offer. Both models are sold in packages with and without a travel case. It's a handy accessory to have. The new Series 5300 travel case has a smaller, squarer profile and is about 15 grams lighter. It is ultimately more travel friendly, although the older style case with the ProtectiveClean does look like it would take a few extra knocks because of the shape and locking mechanism. It is very slight, but in my testing the ProtectiveClean produced an audible humming sound that maxed out at 60 decibels, whereas the 5300 peaked at 63. These subtle differences result in an overall weight difference in the handle. The newer Series 5300 is approximately 7 grams lighter than the ProtectiveClean. The handle depth and width the same. The overall height of the new version is 1 cm shorter too. The ProtectiveClean is made in China. The Series 5300 is made in the Netherlands according to the base of the handle and the box, but the charging stand for the 5300 is labelled as having been made in China. A link to buy my pick is available in the video description.